Good evening, and welcome back for another video with Grey Man Profits. Today is an intermediate video. Okay, well first of all, I'm going to step away and allow you to analyze the graph behind me. This is a graph that was shown on one of the index funds from last night, so it's a real life example, but I'll let you decide on which direction you feel the market is going to move in, and then we'll discuss it. If you want to leave your answer, put it into the comments or DM me. Make sure it's before the end of the video, okay? I'll step out of the way. Well, I apologize for the rudimentary graph, but how do you think that the market is going to move from here? If you were to say bullish, saying that it was already in a bullish trend, you would be correct most of the time. And that's the reason I wanted to discuss this. So the only reason it was brought to my attention, it was actually sent as a screenshot by one of my trading buddies last night. And he was outraged last night going, "Oh, I had the perfect setup and it hit my stop loss. I don't understand because it seems like a good setup." And the reason that he had argued that was he had set his trade at the top of this once he had seen that, of course, the figure and the candle had retraced back into the fair value gap. And he indicated, okay, that's going to be a bullish market. But what if, let's say, the market continued to go down past the fair value gap? Let's just say continue it down. What now? Well, if you were a little bit confused, that's perfectly fine. Because what you'll see here is moving further down doesn't really mean anything, but it can indicate that maybe, just maybe, this movement here wasn't just, okay, I'm raising higher than the previous high. So going from higher lows to higher highs, higher lows to higher highs, but instead indicated a liquidity sweep. So in this case, while that wouldn't change the market too much, what it can indicate is that if this continues to go down, then it's a break of structure. But what will most likely happen before it hits this higher low, it is going to do a reversal to come back up and intercept this fair value gap, which has already been filled. But let's see that that was already where the box was. What would this indicate? As an intermediate trader, some people would say nothing. That would be an indication that, okay, the market is going to continue upwards. In some cases, just like it was last night, this going past the fair value gap and barely tapping into it indicated that this was an inverse fair value gap. Which brings us to our introduction into inverse fair value gaps. Oh, sorry about that. And as a result, from last night, this symbol here, where it will go past and retrace from a fair value gap to transfer into an inverse fair value gap, is one of the most bearish symbols you could possibly get. And just as it indicated last night, and he lost his trade, hit his SL, and it plummeted down. The only reason I suggest this is if you are going to see this forming and you see a suspiciously high fair value gap form, a lot of people will jump with the opportunity that going, okay, we're in a breakout market and it's about to skyrocket. I can tell you, I understand that you might miss the start of a movement, but that is not the most important thing, because if you get it wrong, you can analyze the chart a little bit, because in this case, if it retraces and retraces in this specific pattern, most likely you're going to hit SL if you go in for a long, which most likely will look like this, where this is your buy margin. And from here, set your TP, let's say, for 100 pips. And then your stop loss, let's say for 30. 130, so that you have a 3-to-1 ratio. In this case, before you saw this data, this would have been the best outcome that you could have done on top of that. As soon as the new information has come out, it was exactly the opposite. And here it is SL very, very quickly. If there's anything else I can add about this detail, please leave a message in the comments and I'll be able to either DM you or make another video. I just wanted to leave an example of a real life scenario that was shown to me last night. I hope you have a lovely day, guys. And once again, remember, be the grey man. Bye.